Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to All the Mods 6. Now, I actually started recording this episode just a little bit ago, but I had forgotten that I was messing with some of my display settings, doing a little bit of testing, because something happened to my monitor last night. Apparently it stormed, and it still works and everything, it's just everything was a little bit wonky. So I was messing with it, and forgot to basically have NVIDIA reset because Shadowplay was bugged out, and so it wasn't recording the right monitor, and so I had to fix that. So anyways, I started recording, didn't realize it wasn't recording my display, and so I had to fix that. So basically what I did was I did apply Aqua Affinity to our headpiece, and if we take a look here at our enchantments, you can see that to make Aqua Affinity, it is just a Rune of Water, Salmon, Ventium Dust, Lapis, Iron Pick, and Wake Bloom with a circle, and in this shape here, and just done through the Runic Anvil, and then you just put your helmet down, your rune, smash them together, and you have your enchantment. Because I figured, well, since we're going to be enchanting this anyways, Aqua Affinity, that's a max tier enchantment, so I figured, well, we'll go ahead and enchant that, and that way we would finish out our tier. And so now we can advance by doing the Ritual of the Wizard's Council. And so I was laying this out, and I had cut and then happened to realize that I had messed it up. I had messed up my displays. So anyways, this should be laid out. Let me just make sure. If we right click, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to close that out, but basically, we have to do this ritual again. Originally, today, I was considering starting into metal runes so that we could make this more permanent, and so we wouldn't have to keep doing it in chalk. But then I decided against it, basically because it's going to be a little bit easier soon enough. And so I figured, well, we'll tackle that later and set up our metal runes. Also consider getting into ritual kits this episode, because at tier 3 you can make the fast ritual kits. We probably will start into those before too long, but maybe not today. We'll see. But I do want to go ahead and unlock our next tier, since we are able to do that now, because we pretty much finished up everything for that, almost just passively. And here is our wizards. And of course, just like before, we're going to stand in the middle of it, and they're going to lift us up and basically send us then into tier 4. And here we go. Haha. And you basically have to do this. I think we have to do it again at tier 4. This is basically just your tiering up. Or, you know, to move up to tier 5, we'll have to do it again. Basically, we just have to call upon our wizards once more and go through that same process. You only have to do that ritual then. You know, we only have to do it one more time. So it's really not worth setting up anything permanent, I wouldn't say. But you will have to do it a couple times. Okay, now at this point, we have to complete 9 of the 11 tasks. Now, we have already done one of them. Kill the Ender Dragon. Obtain Dragon's Breath, we have not done. Obtain Elytra, we have not done. Reach magic level 60, reach the end. See, there's like 4 here. Ender Dragon, Dragon's Breath, Elytra, End. All these are going to be super easy for us. Upgrade a Rune Forge to a Brimstone Forge. We're going to be doing that as well. Like all of this, we're definitely going to be doing. We will probably do that. We'll probably do that. That's 8. And then cast tier 4 cantrip. Transitory Tunnel is actually kind of useful. This tier is actually super easy, to be honest. Now, if we take a look at our enchantments, because I did get that off camera on accident. Let's see. I think most, though, of our really good enchantments are going to be from tier 5. Because that's where we get, like, Protection 4 and everything. And it has to be a level 3 or more. Well, we'll come back to that. If we don't do this, if there's nothing that really stands out that we want to get, that's like a max tier enchantment, then we'll just wait until we get to tier 5 for that, because there's other things here that we can do. Now, the tier 4 cantrip, let's go ahead and open this up. This is our tier 4, which is Freeform. You put a spell here and cast it when you perform the Mana Weave combo. So for example, let's open this up. Let's get like Workbench, for example. And then what we can do, then what we can do is put it right there. And we can set this up. Let's go with something easy like that. And that. And then if we go like that, it's going to cast Summon Workbench. So, and there we go. It didn't actually summon one, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and take that out, and we'll replace it here. And we are going to also make a spell. We have quite a few new spell things. We have components. We have to craft a spell with complexity 75 or more. If we take a look at our sorceries that we've unlocked, Tier 4 has a lot of really nice things. We get Animus, which is an amazing spell. Bolt, Drown, Haste, Invisibility, Magnitude. We get Recall, Strength, Transplace, Watery Grave, Wave, and Wither. Okay, now there's a couple things in particular, since we are School of Wizardry, there's a couple things that we are definitely going to want. We're going to make a, let's see, I think Bolt is the new one, right? Yeah, Bolt is our new delivery here. So we're going to take Bolt, and we are going to take one of my favorite spells in the game, which is Animus. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and put in Magnitude, because we don't have Magnitude unlocked. I think that's the only... oh, and there's also Wave here for delivery, but I think that Magnitude is the only variable that we unlocked. And I think it's the only... oh, we haven't maxed Radius yet, but I don't really need that. Because we're about to max it off of our other spells, so I'm not going to waste the materials to do that. Yeah, it looks like Magnitude's the only one that we have not gotten or maxed out at the moment. So we're going to make this spell right here. So we'll go ahead and start scribing that. And the complexity here is going to be a 70, which is what... oh, no! Wait a second. Yeah, actually break this. We don't, in fact, want that. What we want is a Bolt, Animus, Magnitude. That's a 70 complexity. Let's go ahead and throw in like duration and buff that by, there we go, up to 76. Because we want to at least hit that 75 complexity. So, and this will get us Magnitude experience. Even though there's nothing that it actually changes within the spell, this will give us Magnitude XP. It's going to cost 31 ink, 10 Ventium. Let's go ahead and put our ink into here and get that repaired. That, throw it in, and we're going to make this spell, in fact. And I'll have to get the stuff together for that. Now, we do need to obtain the Elytra, obtain some Dragon's Breath, and reach the end. Oh, there is also the Brimstone Charm. Let's take a look. These things are going to be super, super nice for us. This does require a Mote of Fire, which is this right here, and the Searing Inferno Ritual. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is one that, this would actually be a good one for us to make a bag for. So we might do that, because Searing Inferno is something that, well, basically all of the ones that do motes, because our motes are things that we're going to be using all the time. But we need Blaze Powder, Glowstone Dust, and Netherrack. And this one can only be done within the Nether, so we will have to pop over into the Nether. But I would like to set up maybe a permanent place for this ritual, to be honest. And we may end up doing a ritual bag for it, and some metal runes down the road. Okay, so let's see, our spell's getting made. well, getting scribed. But we're going to go ahead and pop into the nether really, really quick so that we can do this ritual. That. And I did not bring my Ventium. Okay, let me pop back through and let me go get my, my Ventium to actually cast this. And this should be done. Let's go ahead and grab our Anima spell. We'll come back to that in just a moment. But I do kind of want to get some brimstone forging up and going. This is something we're going to end up making a lot of these. Before it's all said and done. There we go. That's going to start up. We're going to get some cool particle effects. And then we're going to have to draw a little bit of shapes here. I swear, upside down triangle, like the worst shape ever to try to draw. And there we go. There was our moat of fire. Before too long, we'll be setting out to get all those moats just automated, just to make our lives a little bit easier. Okay, so the Brimstone Charm is going to be 3 gold, magma, 2 blackstone. Okay, so we'll toss in moat of fire, gold, 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 blackstone, blackstone, magma. And then we need circle, triangle for this. There we go. Triangle tends to be easy enough to draw, so... whoops. There we go. There is our Brimstone Charm. And yeah, this is for actually upgrading Inferno. So what we can do is we can right-click that, and that becomes a Brimstone Rune Forge, which basically just makes it smelt a whole lot faster and do its processes a whole lot faster. So for example, if we had... these are unfired rune plates. Let's take and just throw those into there. That's 4 unfired rune plates. And we'll be able to see that this thing is going to go a bit faster. I think it's just speed, right? Yeah, see, it's already done all 4 of those. It's crazy fast. And we're going to be upgrading our peat system forges as well. But we will probably need to add more golems to keep up with the speed because it is going to be fairly fast. I think it'd be under Artifice, right? Brimstone Charm. Upgrade for Bubble Boat, Rune Forge. Yeah, we'll get into the Bubble Boat a little bit later. That thing is actually super nice too. It's a lot of fun, and you can upgrade it with the Brimstone Charm to make it so that you can go over lava, which is kind of nice. We have to reach magic level 60. That's just going to be time, because right now we're at 45. Okay, and then Dragon's Breath, Elytra, go to the end. Actually, I guess we could very easily pop into the end. So there's that one. So that's 4 already done. Like, no problem. Now we do need to craft our spell. I don't think that this is going to require anything terribly new for us. Chimerite, Arcane Ash, Brewing Stand, Mote of Water. Okay. Ronix Silk, Sarah Blossom, Spectral Arrows, Eggs, Diamonds, Rune of Earth, Rune of Arcane, Magma Cream, Crossbow, Tarma Root, Mystic Focus Greater, Mystic Focus Lesser, Blaze Powder, Soul Lantern, and Mystic Focus Minor. Okay, most of this we've already made. I think I've got Arcane Runes already ready to go. I think I'll have to make the Earth one. And let's see, Ritual of the Deep Ocean. We have to go to an ocean biome. But it's just fish, sea pickles. That is something we currently do not have, so we might have to go out looking for that, to be honest. That might be an adventure unto itself, unless we can find a wandering trader that happens to have one. At least I don't think that... I mean, if we had a botany pot with a sea pickle, we could get sea pickles. But yeah, it looks like we will probably have to either find a wandering trader that happens to have one, or we are going to have to... Or we're going to have to go out in search of sea pickles. So probably just go out in search of sea pickles, to be honest. And we'll bust out our nature's compass. But yeah, beyond that, this really isn't too bad. I'm just double checking my plants before we set out. Just to see if we happen to have one. I don't see one though. But what we might do before we go out in search of an ocean... I mean, we're going to have to find an ocean regardless. Now, let's see where the closest warm ocean is. Like this one, maybe? Not found. Okay, great. What about this War Motion? 5,478 blocks off in that direction. We could probably go to the end portal waypoint, I suppose. But I tell you what, before we set out in search of that necessarily, let's go to just the desert. I think there's some villages. Oh, actually the Mana Master. Let's go there. Because we might be able to find a sea pickle here and then just go to any kind of other ocean biome. But I mean, since we have to find an ocean anyways, I think we'll just set out for that warm ocean and use that for our ritual. So I'll get everything else together that we're going to need for the ritual, and then we'll go out for it, because it's really not that far away. So any kind of fish, we're going to need some seagrass, which we'll get while we're out, and then we're going to need 5 sand. Okay, and then let's set out over to this. It'll be easy enough with the staff, so I'm not too worried about it. We should be close. I'm just waiting for the world to generate here, because, yeah, we're actually only, like, right in there. You can see our distance kind of falling back at this point. Yeah, I can see my map steadily catching up back here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we actually, it looks like we passed it somewhere. Because I went fume like that. I don't know, because maybe we did pass it. Warm ocean off in this direction, then. We don't have to go as far, though. I kind of overshot it because I was going so fast. Now, there is some seagrass here. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of this. Since we are going to need that. Okay, so our warm ocean should be... Oh, yeah, I see it on the map. Where that water becomes mighty blue over here. There we go. Might have to see if I can find a village nearby and just click the waystone. But there's some sea pickles for us. Yeah, there's 4. I'll go ahead and get a few more, though. Well, this one, I don't think it... I don't think it actually broke. I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit of dirt just so that we can pull off this ritual. Because we do need an ocean biome for that. Okay, let's go ahead and set this. And then... I don't really need the Nature's Compass anymore. Let's go ahead and put in that. We're going to go up 1, 2, 3. 3... like that. And then like that. Over to there, and then place in the bottom. Okay, so if we smack this with our purified Ventium, and then just quickly go through and place all these items. Go, and we'll go ahead and activate it. So we're going to get the Ritual of the Deep Ocean, and we're going to have to place some shapes, of course, as per usual. There we go. Moat of Water. Okay, now do we have a village? That looks like maybe it could be a village. If not, that looks like, I don't know. That's actually a Mana and Artifice building here. We might as well check inside of here. Just to see what we've got. Loot chest from Looter. Okay. Unfired rune plates, we'll take it. Mysterious spell. We'll take all of this. Open your first instanced per player loot chest and collect your rewards. Okay. I mean, it's just normal rewards for one of those, but I don't have another waystone with me. Okay, let me pop around and see if I can find a village nearby. That's one thing. Once we set up our rituals to be a little bit more permanent, I mean, we could do it now, and it might simplify things a little bit, but not all that much, really, in the grand scheme of things. Oh, what is this? Oh, we've got a Mana and Artifice library here. Nice. Oh, I really don't need all these mysterious spells, but yeah, I'm probably going to have to put some of them down. I don't actually need them, so. What about upstairs? Got a chest right over here. With a gold hammer right arm. We're going to take that for sure. Mundane bracelet pattern. Okay, there we go. And I think that's it, right? I think it's just those. Yeah. I filled up my backpack with tools, and I need to make another backpack. Cobweb entanglement. Discover a spider cave. Well, I don't have any inventory space at the moment, so this might not be a good idea. Plus, the last time I went through one of these, there was a whole lot of nothing in there. As far as loot goes. It's one of the quark spider caves. I really wish that they would like add some kind of cool boss or something in those. Like all it needs in there is like Lolth or something. That's all. That's all I want. Aha, here's a village. That's what we needed. There's our waystone. Perfect. And this one's not very far from our ocean, so. And we did get a couple new mana weaving patterns, which is good. Okay, but we got our moat of water. Awesome. Okay, now I'm going to get everything else together for this, and I'll be back here in just a little bit. It's all pretty simple stuff. The worst part being the Mana and Artifice crafted items. Basically just because I have to draw a bunch of shapes. Okay, actually the silk that we need is the Ronix Silk. So we're actually going to have to make some metal ritual runes anyways. So might as well go ahead and make those. Make it... Is it... superheated Ventium there. And these can be used, like, instead of chalk. We'll talk more about these fairly soon. But these can basically be used instead of chalk to make, like, a permanent ritual. Like I said, originally we were going to do that today, but... oh, this is superheated purified. Whoops. I need just regular superheated. There we go. And let me go ahead and throw our hammer in and get that repaired real quick. And then to get our Runic Silk, it's just 2 of these with infused silk. So let's go ahead, toss that in, and then we just have to repeat it one more time. But yeah, I think we're going to wait to do our metal runes for now, because like I said, we're going to be automating a lot of this stuff, rune forging stuff with golems, and it takes so many runes really to actually set up, you know, full rituals of metal runes that I think I'd rather wait on that, just because it's going to be not really expensive. I mean, rune crafting is not expensive, but it's going to be very time consuming to do it manual. Okay, so there's that. And then we just need the earth pattern real quick. I think I might, here in a minute, I might throw my chisel in to repair as well. And then, there we go. Yeah, let me go ahead and throw the chisel in to get that repaired. Just because it's easier than making another one. Okay, and I think that's going to be everything for this. That. Yeah, I think that's it. A lot of micro crafting, but really at the end of the day, it's not very expensive. So, just a bunch of like assorted junk more than anything. There we go. That one's really easy to do. These are always really easy to do. This one in the past was never too bad, yeah. This one's not too bad. Square's not too bad. It's really just upside down triangle. I don't know why that one is such a pain. Okay, there we go. We got our new spell here. This is going to be Animus. And we are going to have it be... we'll do this one. Okay, so now what we can do... I don't want to do this around my base. Let me grab our other book here. Oops. And we'll go ahead and select Animus. And then what we'll do is we'll come out just a little ways away from the base. Basically outside of the swamp, because I don't want to do it within the swamp here. But with Animus, what you can do is you can cast this, and of course we have it as a bolt spell, so we can cast it. And basically it turns any kind of blocks into slimes, and they'll attack mobs. And then after a while, if they're not destroyed, killed, they don't have a whole lot of health. If you look, that one has 5 hearts. But if they aren't killed, they will revert back to solid blocks after a little bit. So that one just turned back into a solid block. So, really, really fun spell, and actually strangely effective when it comes to combat. One of my favorite spells, plus it can be used to dig a wall through, like, say, if you're in a dungeon or something like that, and you want to dig a wall through, or a hole through a wall. You can use this because your blocks will kind of bounce away. And you can, I think you can, yeah, you can kill these yourself. And so if you find yourself without a pick or something like that, you can even turn them into creatures and then kill them, and it gets rid of the blocks also. So, kind of a fun little multi-purpose spell. But I like it mostly, you know, just for combat and stuff like that. Not to mention, it seems like we're actually getting pretty good level experience out of this. So, it is water, so we are getting some water experience for using this. Anyways, if we head back over, we did get that, credit for that. So we're over halfway through our stuff here. And if we take a look at our magnitude and animus, you can see magnitude, we've got a little bit of experience for that. Animus looks like we're going to level that fairly quickly. Bolt's going to take a little bit of time. But this and magnitude, both very, very important, because magnitude's what's going to allow us to do larger mining and stuff. Which is going to be very, very nice. Now we still have to get an Elytra, and we have to get some Dragon's Breath. And then, of course, hit Magic 60, and then do, you know, just one of these other things. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pop into the end. We'll go ahead and set out to find our Elytra first. And then we'll probably spawn an Ender Dragon. Let's actually grab that bee, and let's grab this bee. That's going to give us a couple Ender Bees, because we'll probably make use of those, in the next episode. And I'm going to grab at least one of those bee nests, just because. Okay, and if we start into Nature's Aura, we could easily get Dragon's Breath, but we'll wait on that, though. Because I think for right now, we're just going to spawn the dragon. It won't hurt us to kill the dragon again. I should have gotten Dragon's Breath the first time that we fought it, but I didn't. Alright, let's go ahead and head on through. There's another one right there. I wonder what those are, because we didn't actually go out exploring in the end. Oddity Cactus. Okay. We'll take it. I think that's all that's here. This is from the Biomes You'll Go. We actually need to find a couple things here. as well. We'll see if we come across it today, but there's Purperstone, Vermilion Skulk. I'm actually looking for, like, the end magma. But we'll see if we come across it. Oh, hoo, hoo. I almost went off the edge there. That would have been bad. Bulbous Wood. Ibis Philium. Some of these are so pretty, though. Like, oh, the Biomes Will Go is just such a pretty biome mod. Like, hands down, my favorite biome mod. Still no end cities, though. I imagine that the Biomes Will Go will kind of make it a little bit tougher. I don't think that end cities can spawn in all the end biomes that it adds, but... Oh, Ethereal Islands. This is extremely pretty. So lush. Here. It's like between Quark and Other Biomes You'll Go, like the end is so gorgeous. Like it kind of makes me jealous that 1.12 didn't have this, so that I could have included it in Tales. It's just... Really, there's not any great biome mods within 1.12. I mean, there's some alright ones, but most of them are just kind of feel like expansions of vanilla biomes. And the end is one of those places that needs biomes so bad. Oh, this looks like the remnants of an end ship. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, this is an end ship. Back in here. I don't know that it's got an Elytra, though. It doesn't seem like that it... yeah, there's a loot chest, though. But it doesn't seem like there would be an Elytra in here. Icy Thorns, Mana Boost 3. Okay, we'll take those just because, but... Oh, we got Draconium. Pretty. Something about the end being like lush. Normally I hate the end. Because I don't really like Void World, Skyblocks, anything like that. But the end looks so good with the other biomes will go. Like this. So gorgeous. Aha, there we go. There's what we are after. Oop. Oh. Ah! That lag spike messed me up. Okay, let's get ourselves our Elytra real quick. Okay. There is that. Take off. Self-launch ×2, collide, duration down. Launches the caster into the air and grants temporary Elytra flight. Oh, that's nice. That's nice to get alongside an Elytra, to be honest. Fire protection 4 and indestructible. Also a very nice find. I'll keep a stack of this. Ender Slime Sapling, we're going to take that. We've got efficiency 3 and indestructible. I don't really need the Chorus Pearl. Let's see, Frostwalker, Teleportation and Efficiency 3. Yeah. Helium Flamingo allows the wearer to swim in the air for a limited period of time. Press left control while in the air to start swimming. Huh. Bane of Illagers 5, Cavalier 3, Sweeping Edge 3, Fire Aspect 2. I'm going to take the Mundabator Dust. I'll put that away. We should be able to equip. That just goes into the belt slot. Yeah, I've got one belt slot left. So if I do this... Oh wow, and I can actually like float. This is really nice actually. Okay, let's grab our dragon head. Wait, there we go. This is actually extremely nice, not gonna lie. Okay, let's, really quickly while we're here, let's... Oh, and I can actually use it when I get hit by the, shulkers to kind of control where I move to. We got Orb of Temporary Flight, which, meh. I guess we'll take that. Warp Scroll, I don't really care about any of that stuff. Yeah, actually having this Helium Flamingo is really nice for this this area here. There's another one. Can I? No, I can't really use that for anything. Gourmand. Okay, most of the stuff I'm not that worried about because we'll have plenty of it. It's not like we're low on XP at all. So, and it's so easy for us to get more. Okay, I don't think this tower has any other treasure areas. Because it looked like it was just that one up there. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pop on home. And is the Elytra used for anything in this pack? Well, we can do Silent Gear Elytras, which actually might be worth doing. The Diamond Ring from Angel Ring. And the Angel Ring. That is actually something that we could work towards fairly easily, to be honest. But okay, well, we did that. Now we have to get Dragon's Breath. And then Magic level 60. And then we just have to do one other thing. Which most of the stuff is fairly easy to do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get our End Crystals. And we don't actually have to kill the Ender Dragon. I mean, I probably will at some point. But for right now, I'm just going to summon him. And then we can get our Dragon's Breath. Because that way we've got that out of the way. It seems like I can't release it once it starts going, though. Which is unfortunate. So I don't know, actually, that I'll use it all the time. Because it kind of becomes a nuisance. Whenever it does that, because of the fact that a lot of times I will hit control when I'm bouncing, basically to get the sprint effect. So that is something to be aware of. Alright, let's get out our bottles. And here we go, Ender Dragon time. The end again. Alright. Now we just gotta wait for him to do his thing. There we go. There we go. Here comes another one. I was wanting to at least fill up. There we go. And we have completed that. So at this point, I need to get up to magic level 60. And then we also need to do one of these other things. We can either make a transitory tile, we can make a construct with obsidian parts, or do an enchantment. Probably do the enchantment. Okay, so what I'm probably going to do is work on reaching magic level 60, because we still need about 12 levels. And I'd like to probably try to do that with our new Animus spell to get that tiered up. Oh, did this break again? I didn't do anything to it, though. Huh. Okay, that might just be a loading bug, hopefully. Because, I mean, I haven't updated since it was working, so I don't know about that. But I want to ideally use our Animus spell for this. To work on leveling up. So that way I can hopefully get proficiency with this and Magnitude and Bolt. Because all three of those are really, really good. So I'll work on leveling up this so we can get it in our Book of Rote. And then I'll get everything set up. We'll probably at the start of next episode come back and do just like a level 3 enchant. and then really quickly go ahead and hit max tier, because then all we got to do is do another ritual, wizard ritual. And look at my slimes. They're like, let's get him. But then we'll hit max tier, and then we're going to spend probably next episode, the majority of next episode, working on some bee stuff. But it'll be fine if we come in and we max tier Mana and Artifice next episode. But then once we get that max tiered, then we are going to be combining that with some of our tech that we're going to be working on in the following episodes, just to make Mana and Artifice a lot easier for us. And that way we'll be at the point where there's nothing really, there's no limiting factor as far as Mana and Artifice goes. Because as it stands right now, of course, higher tier golems, we can't do that. Or max tier golems at this point, I should say. But, you know, there's certain limiting factors that I want to just get out of the way, that progression aspect out of the way for Mana and Artifice. So we'll do that come next episode, and then do some bees, and then we're going to be turning our attention to tech for a couple episodes after that. A couple different tech mods that I'd like to tackle. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, as always, be sure and hit that like button, and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already, to stay updated with when new videos come out. Hope you guys like my my awesome flamingo. Oh, look at that. That is third person with our flamingo. But anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.